Good afternoon, everyone. We have today here Yeossal, based out of Singapore. They do shoes, they do made to measure, they do bespoke, and a very good customer of ours too. So, Jackson, for those who are new to Yeossal, how would you describe your approach to tailoring?
So we are a menswear company. We started in 2017 as a shoe store, then later we expanded into tailoring. In terms of approach to tailoring, we are more leaning towards initially more Italian silhouette. Over the time, we refine our house style into something more of a softer look.
So this is one of your house style jacket, you will say?
Yes, correct.
Let's have a look. Maybe you can tell me more about this.
This fabric is from BBC, Hopsack. And as you can see, our house style tend to favor wider lapels. At the same time, we try to cut it so that it has a softer look, so that it's more like move with the body and facilitate movement more than, those very olden days tailoring where it's quite stiff. Yeah, it kind of restrict movement. Right. Yes, correct. So in this instance, we had a bacheta pocket, a patch pocket below, so just to give a more casual look. So it really depends on what our clients want, depends on their individual preference and what they plan for the suit and the fabric that they have chosen. Then we recommend them accordingly, which are the more appropriate styles that they can consider for their jacket.
And this comes with the Milanese buttonhole and all.
Yes, correct. Generally, our suits, we don't do any fusing. We mainly start from half canvas or unstructured. Obviously, we do full canvas as well. And depending on the client's preferences, we also incorporate some handmade elements within it. But generally, we are more leaning towards affordable luxury. So there are certain areas where we may advise our clients, certain handmade details are really not necessary. So that will bring down the cost, but only those parts that has an impact in terms of the wearability as well as the aesthetic, then that is where I think it's worthwhile to make an investment. And for the buttons, for example, we use real home buttons. But of course, we have a wide range of buttons for customers to choose as well.
How does fabric choice influence the way you design the garment?
It all starts off with the client preferences as well as their body shape. We will then guide them through the process of what kind of design will be better. So for example, if they are looking for something of a business suit, then we may introduce them to some fabrics that has more structure. They are looking for something more of a casual. If they are looking for a blazer, for example, then we may choose something of a softer
like
fabric,
a hopsack like this.
Like a hopsack, or even some blends like wool silk linen, like what I'm wearing today. So it really depends on what the clients want, and then we recommend them accordingly.
So looking back from where you started, how would you say your style has changed, or how would you say that you have evolved?
I think I mentioned bits and pieces throughout our conversation. So basically, initially, when I first started, I placed a lot of emphasis on technical details. That's where I spent a lot of time, looking through every single details in the construction of not just jacket, but in terms of even our shirts, our pants, etc., and our shoes as well. But over time, I evolved into only focusing on areas where you actually add value to the overall product. Just like I mentioned that there are certain handmade details. We can do hand stitching on the lapel, hand stitch buttonhole, etc. So there are many aspects of those where in the past I used to place a lot of attention, but nowadays tend of try to strike a balance so that we keep the price point approachable. When the clients put it on, it actually brings out, make them look more stand out. So I think that's really what we are going after, because many a times I realized that when we explain the technical details to our clients, they may not understand fully the differences. So slowly over the time, other than refining our style a little bit to move towards softness, also, some of the details, especially handwork details, we tend to take it away so that you keep the price point lower as well as make the turnaround faster. Obviously, we can do all full handmade as well, but that really adds on
the different price point.
Yeah, and the lead time is to be different. So really depends on the clients. And also depends on the fabric itself. Modern fabrics, we can't really do a lot of handwork because of the nature of the fabric. So we advise the customer accordingly.
That makes sense. All right, I guess that's about it.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for walking us through. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Thanks very much.